What's up, y'all? Welcome to Storytime with Suge. I'm Suge. I finally brought back the Storytime robe and the Storytime glasses because because you know this is some these are some stories upcoming that are near and dear to me. So if you guys have watched our girl fight video, you do know that one of the girls was kind of like not the best company in the world, and kind of did her thing, but nonetheless, uh one of my friends, he got involved with her and they were talking and stuff like that, and they were dating for a little bit, for a little spell. So I have a story that to this day still makes me chuckle because it's always the tagline of the whole shit is some shit that I always um carry with me. So this is back in the early part of the last decade, which is strange as hell to say in the least. And we were all in college, of course. And they've been talking for a while, but me and the girl kind of had like a very, very like adversarial relationship. And we had like a lot of like run-ins and shit like that. Even eventually by the end of the year, we kind of like move past all of that, and we're really, really good. And I think we're good um to this day. Um we really get along now, and I think like I get along with her probably more than any other like girl I went to college with. And so back in these days we used to drink like Bacardi 151, which I don't think they sell anymore. And if you know Bacardi 151, you couldn't go on an airplane with Bacardi 151. Like you couldn't pack it in your suitcase, you couldn't pack it um you couldn't pack it up in a duty free box or anything like that because it was like highly flammable, and we were drinking the shit. Like in college, that was like my nickname, Mr. 151. And we used to drink a lot of like bottom shelf liquor and stuff like that, and it got crazy. But one of the things we used to drink was like Four Loco, and this ain't like Four Loco now. This was like the Four Loco before they had to pull it off the shelves and remake the whole formula for it. So we went to a party. I can't remember where. It was like two main party houses, and one of my other friends, like a friend of his, came up to hang out for the weekend and stuff like that. So we rolled to the party. It was my buddy, our best friend, his girlfriend, and then his friend. We all went to this party, and it was cool. Had a good time. Usually, like we do. Um, and I think at that time I was probably drinking like I used to drink like the cheapest tequila. I would have like a bottle of it with me. I was just drinking it, and God, I will tell you, I would not do that shit today. But back then, it was like nothing to me. So we went to the party, and then the party ain't even like the story. Like the story is usually always the shit that happens after the party. So we come back to the dorms, and she was living at the dorm that was like right next to us. It was kind of like on a hill. We had lived in that dorm like the year before, but we all got together, and the newest dorm at our school, we all like pulled in and got a suite in there, like I described it in the girl fight episode. Um, we all it was really really nice. So a lot of like the freshman girls lived in our building and the other building next to it, and we went in there and we kind of just trying to like hang out and shit. So I'm trying to hang out because I wasn't with nobody. Like at the time, I wasn't like talking to anybody at the time. And my friend, he was looking for this girl, like the one like he was talking to. So he goes in her room looking for her, and he opens the door, walks in, and now just to describe the rooms in this building, because like I said, we lived in there the year before. It would kind of be like one room with like two people, another room with two people, and it would be adjoined by like a bathroom. If I'm not mistaken, it was like two showers, might have been one, and a toilet. But obviously, if you went into one of the rooms and the shower was unlocked, the bathroom was unlocked, you just have to open the door and you'd walk in. So he opens the door. He's trying to get into like knocking on her door, trying to find her, and he can't find her. So eventually, one of the girls in the other room comes in, and he was like, "Oh, I'm trying to see if like so and so is in the room, and she's sleeping. Maybe that's why she's not answering the door." So she, so the other, we call them quad. So the quad mate lets him in. He goes into the bathroom. The shower is running. He walks in, and it was our other friend's friend that was just up there for the weekend in the stall, in the shower stall, and I'm two were getting on a good foot, doing a bad thing. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And he comes out of the room furious. So I come in, I'm like, yo, what's up? It's like, yo, like she's with this dude in the shower. And I was like, oh damn, like that's fucked up. And that's my own boy. And like, I didn't really care for the girl to begin with. So, but I'm trying to like put on my best front because it's my boy. And he's like, yeah, like I'm done with her. Like I'm serious. And he was like talking like I'm talking right now. I was like, yeah, I'm done with her. Blah 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 blah. But like my guy, he got like a way about him where like he could kind of like contain himself. So he was like, yeah, I'm done with her. Blah 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 blah. So she throws on some clothes, comes outside. She's like talking to him. She's like, listen, like, I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm not trying to hurt you. Like, can we still talk? Can you talk to me? And like, my friend, as calm as hell, and I'm sitting here like trying my best not to crack up, but I'm drunk as shit. So that is like a insurmountable task. So he he's like talking to her, but like still like turning to me for like affirmation. And he's like, listen, I'm done with you. I don't want nothing to do with you. Don't call me. Don't text me. And if you're walking down the halls, you should have two people with you. And I think like if you see me in like the cafeteria, like you might as well just turn away and like come back in an hour. And if you see me walking around, like you might want to cross the street. And it was funny as hell to me, but it was even funnier. It was even funnier when I realized like the reason he came up with the whole shit was from the scene that I showed him in Godfather where Michael tells Fredo after Fredo betrayed him that as long as their mother's still living, he wants nothing to do with him. He doesn't want to see him. He doesn't want to hear anything about him. So somehow, some way, like my boy, like he turned that shit into like uh he turned that shit into like a monologue to this girl, and it was always like a beautiful story to me because it was funny as hell to me because at the time I didn't like her. But he's like looking at me, saying this, and I'm like giggling. I'm like, yo, this dude is like, man, he was like the best actor in the world because he didn't break character in the least. Like he'd look at me and kind of like grin, but he was like, don't call me, don't text me. I don't want to know nothing about you. I don't want to see you. Like if you see me in a hallway, I think like you should go, take that, go into a stairwell or something like that. Like, and it was funny as hell to me. And this has been story time with Suge.